Here we go. Close your eyes. And we'll take some nice deep breaths. Settling into our practice today and enjoying some nice deep stretching, just a moderate class of deep stretching and standing poses. Preparing your body and your mind for your practice today. Let's bring the arms out and up with an inhale. Palms will touch at the top and we'll exhale, drawing them down through the midline. Let's do 2 more just like that. Just letting go today, connecting the movement of the arms with the breath. Exhale, draw them down, and let's do 1 more time. Nice big inhale up. And exhale, draw it down. Set a little intention today for your practice. What do you want to get out of your practice? Let's start today by rolling the shoulders. We'll warm up the joints as we start our movement today. Let's do the other direction. Good. Let the arms relax by your sides. Drop the chin down, and we'll just take the right ear rolling to the right shoulder, and then chin down, left ear to the left shoulder. Let's do just a few of these, 3 on each side, just to check in with the neck. Okay, 1 more each side. Nice. Okay. All the way around the back as you come back to neutral. Great. Take that right arm up and we'll side bend to the left. And then come back. Okay, the left arm will come up, we'll side bend to the right, doing a little bit of lateral flexion in the spine. Come on back, let's do that a couple more times on each side. Right arm up, side bending, and up. Left arm up, side bend to that right side, and come up 1 more time. Let's bring the right arm up, nice side bend, and then last one, left arm up. Good. So now let's get flexion and extension. So let's drop the chin. Now keep your arms like empty coat sleeves here and start to roll down like a rag doll. Make sure you bend your knees. Just rolling down till we get to forward fold. Take it out. And then roll it back up. As you roll up, we'll bring the arms up and take a gentle bend back. And let's do that again. Drop the chin first, and then see if we can just roll down into a nice forward fold. And roll back up. And so again, this is about the spine. It's not really about the legs. So I want you to really more focus on the spine. So arms out and up, opening the front. Last time through, we'll tuck the chin and roll down. And then rolling back up for 1 more little gentle back bend. Just a nice easy one here. Good, hands to the sides. And let's beat the drum. Now, rotation of the spine. So we did lateral flexion from side to side. We did forward flexion and extension, front to back, forward bend, back bend, and now rotation. Okay, good. Let's come back. Let's keep that movement down the joint. So bring your feet a little wider than your hips and grab your hips. And let's start getting some big hip circles here. Just working our way down the body. Okay, other direction. I love hip circles. I think they should be done every day. Beat the drum in hip circles. Good. Okay. Great. So from here, bring your feet together. And we'll bend the knees, bringing the hands to the knees. And let's do some circles around the ankles and the knees. 3 times. Then 3 the other direction. Good. Right back into the center. Bring your feet out again on the width of the mat and take a squat, whatever your squat looks like, heels down. Maybe it's only to here today, and then come back up. Let's do that again. Take whatever squat is yours today. As long as your heels are down, you can come all the way down, or you can keep your buns up, push down and come up. One more time. Come on down for that little squat, malasana, and then come up. Good. Take that right foot. Let's come back a little bit behind, probably the middle of the mat. We'll take the right leg, reach it forward, and let's roll the right ankle around. And other direction. Good. Swing that right leg back. Take the shoelaces to the floor and rock it out a little. Good. Take that foot back. We'll do the other side. So the left leg comes forward. We'll roll the left ankle a few times. And then other direction. Good. And then the shoelaces will come back to the top, to the floor, top of the foot, so we can rock it out. Great. Bring both feet back to the front of the mat. Let's bring the inhale, arms up, and a fold on down. Let's come back into downward dog. So spread your palms out as you walk it back, and we'll start by just pedaling the heels. Spreading your toes. Come up onto the toes. And then take the heels just hovering above the ground as we come into hovering table. And then bring them down to the floor nice and slow. Good. The right leg comes back. Lift it up nice and high. And bring it off to the right so that the foot can come to the floor as we rock the hips side to side. So gate legs, rocking side to side. Right to the center. Let's bring that right arm up to the sky for a nice twist. And then exhale, bring the right arm down. Kind of reach it under the left one as you reach away. That should get a little stretch in the right inner thigh, but lean your hips back a little bit. And then bring that right arm back out and up. Again, the right hand comes down, sweeps under the left one, reach it away. And one more time, right arm up. The right arm will come down, reach away, the hips come back just a little bit. And then bring the right hand back to the floor. Your left toes are tucked, elbows come down to the floor. And let's shift the hips back with your elbows down. Shift the hips back just enough, take care of your knee. We should find a nice inner thigh stretch here. And then stay on the elbows as you shift forward. Lift the right leg up and bring it back behind you, taking it down to the floor. Good. On the elbows here, palms up. Untucking your toes. Let's shift back, but drop your tailbone. So rounding your back a little bit. Pulling the thumbs down towards the floor. And then come back forward so that your nose comes between your hands. Let's do that again. So as you palms up, thumb towards the floor, shift back, drop your tailbone, and then come back forward so that your nose is between your hands. We have one more, so thumb towards the floor, shifting back, drop your tailbone, your tail feathers coming down, lower belly's on, shoulder stretch, and come forward, bringing the palms down. At the same time, lift the elbows up and bring them underneath your shoulders. Good. Take the left leg back. We'll lift it up. Bring it all the way off to the left, and we'll take it down to the floor, rocking our hips, tucking your right toes while you're there. Okay, so right hand stays down, left arm goes up, inhale. And then as you sweep that left arm under the right one, reach it away, bring your hips back a little bit. Again, left arm up. And let's bring it down and through, reach towards the right, hips back just a hair, then one more time, left arm up. And reach, last one, reach it through. Good, take that left hand to the floor. So right toes are tucked here. We'll come down to the elbows. So walk the hands forward, bring the elbows down at the same time. Being gentle on your knee, let your hips shift back a little bit, stretching that inner left thigh. Then coming back to your elbows. Okay, lift the left leg up and bring it back behind you and take it down. From here, walk the knees back so we have plank on the knees. Then lift your knees up for a full plank if you'd like. I shouldn't say it's a full plank. It's not really a full pose. It's just another option. You can keep your knees down. Then take your knees and hips down for Sphinx pose. Maybe move here a little bit if you want to. Bring that right shoulder in, left shoulder in. Maybe just add some movement to the spine, to the shoulders, whatever feels good. Good. Right back to the center. Let's lift the hips up again. On the knees, hop the knees in a little bit so that you're a little more supported here under your knees. Wide hands. Let's lift the elbows up at the same time so that we can come back into downward dog. That left heel come up to the sky as the right heel softens down towards the floor. Left one up, right one down. Then the left knee, let's lift the left knee up towards the sky as if you're reaching your left heel towards your right hip, towards the outside of your right hip. And the right heel's going down, so we should get a nice deep stretch. Letting the left shoulder come towards the floor a little. Take a big breath. And let's exhale, bring that left knee to the left elbow. So as you shift forward into plank, left knee to elbow. And then back to that three-legged dog. With the knee bent, hip open. Let's do that again. Come forward one more time. Knee to elbow and then come back. This next time we'll actually go ahead and slowly lunge forward. So take that left foot between the hands. Okay, now you can use your block. Mine's way back there. But grab your block if you'd like. Okay, for this one. So you're in this lunge. Straighten the left leg and bend the left leg. Do that again. Straighten it. Right heel goes towards the floor and then bend it. One more time, straighten, then bend and come all the way up for crescent lunge. The right arm will come up. Let's grab that right wrist with the left hand and side bend to your left, opening that right side. Nice big stretch here, big breath. We'll slowly come back to center, bending the right knee, taking the right knee towards the floor with control as the right elbow comes over to the left knee. You can also bring your forearm or palm to the knee as well. If the elbow doesn't make it there, that's fine. Nice big twist. Untwisting. The hands will come down for a lizard pose. Now I'm going to walk my left foot forward a little bit more so that I can shift forward, opening the left knee and the heart for lizard. And maybe adding some movement again if you'd like. Okay, so from here, we'll shift back for Hanuman. So shift back, the hips, the left leg straightens, toes up towards the sky, pulling back towards your nose. Again, use your block if you need to. And take that block under the right hand, kind of on the inside of your shin, right? And then the left arm will go up. Great. Back to the center, back to the floor. Take one more breath here. Come all the way up. Now you can use your block under the right hand or not. Lift that left leg up. Send it off to the left, down to the side again, just like we had it earlier. This time the right arm will go up for gate pose. And let's bring both hands gently to the floor. So come back, hands to the floor, and we'll work into thread the needle here, but keep your left leg off to the left, or there. I know it's hard for you to see on the video from here, but your left leg is off to the left. So thread the needle with the right arm. So the right arm goes through. The shoulder and head will come down, looking up at the sky over the left shoulder and breathing. A nice awkward pose, but it really gets into the shoulder blade. Make it your own, so explore it. If you don't feel it in the shoulder blade on the right side, explore it. Okay, let's come on out. Lift that left leg up and send it back behind you. Good, let's take it down. All right, let's do that on the other side. Wide hands, tuck your toes, right into our downward dog. Left heel goes down. Ooh, big difference between the left and right backs of the legs here. Let's bring the right one up. And we'll bend the knee. And let that hip open as you bring the heel towards the outside of the left hip. Right shoulder can come towards the floor a little bit. Left heel towards the floor as well. Big breaths. Then let's come forward into plank, taking that right knee to the right elbow, nice and slow. And then back. And again, come forward, knee to elbow. And back. And this time we'll lunge, so taking that right foot, lunging it forward. Again, use your block under your hands if you need to for this one. So we'll straighten the right leg and bend it. We'll do that 2 more times slowly. So straighten the right leg and bend it. 1 more time. Let's go ahead and straighten it. Then as you bend it, push through that right heel to come up for your crescent lunge. We'll bring the arms up, grab that left wrist with the right hand, and we'll side bend to the right, really opening that left side here. Nice big breath. As you come back, as we prepare for the twist, let's come down to the floor, left knee down gracefully. Left elbow to the knee. Now remember, if the elbow doesn't come, you can use your forearm or palm as we twist over the right shoulder. Okay, untwisting. And we'll go right into Hanuman with that straight right leg, bowing forward. We've got this block under the left hand here. So that in just a moment, we'll go ahead and add a twist. So block under the left hand. If you feel ready, we'll take the right arm up. And we'll bring that right hand back down. Good. We'll take the block off to the side for a moment. And let's come into our lizard. So bring that right foot back to the floor, hands on the inside. A little different order on this side, but open that right knee and decide if you want to add your movement or not here for lizard. Okay. Then as you come back, we'll shift back and straighten the right leg. Again, you can bring the block under your right or your left hand, your left hand, or not, but bringing your arms off to the side, like balancing. Bring that right leg up. Send it off to the right, placing it down so that the left arm can come up and over. Nice gate pose. Then coming up, we'll bring the hands to the floor, easy, without dropping, and thread the needle. So thread the needle this side, the left arm's gonna go under. Left arm under, shoulder and head will come down. Twisting up over the right shoulder. Find what works for you. And we'll come out, hands back to the floor, lifting the right leg up, and let's bring it back. Good, take it down. Take a few cats and cows. We're kind of working out the spine. Nice and slow, we'll just do a few. Okay, good. Let's walk the hands forward a little bit. And then come down to the elbows. As the elbows come down, we'll walk the knees back and lift them up into plank. And then take everything down slowly to the floor for Sphinx pose. Again, you can add movement or not. Okay, tuck your toes. We'll lift back to that plank again. Come to your knees though, and walk them forward so that we can lift up onto the hands, bringing them back a little bit for downward dog. Let's step the left foot between the hands and turn to your right for wide legs. Toes turned in. Have your block around. We just have it handy. We will grab it at some point, not in this pose, but let's make sure it's around. Toes in. We'll start with the hips rocking. And maybe the knees bending side to side. Do it slow, go slow. And think about your knees and how far down you want to come. You are welcome to come all the way down to your heel, turning the toes up. So if you come down to your right heel, The heel will come up off the floor, and then the left toes will go up to the sky. That's a lovely stretch there. Take a nice breath, seeing those inner thighs. And come back to the fold, forward fold, and go to the other side, but just be gentle, right? What does your body need? You can just keep going side to side if you want. You can come down deep either way. And then go back to the fold. Dangling the head down here, toes turned in. Use your legs, come up very slowly. Use your legs to come up. Good. Open up that left foot. Just bring the hands to the hips, and we'll add some circles on that left ankle, right? So look on the outer edges of the foot here. Big circle. We'll do one more. Warm up the ankle, turn in and out on the foot, and let's do the other side. So come around the outside of the foot, and then the inside one more time, outside. Good, then bend the knee, the left one. Let's take that left elbow above the knee and the right arm, reaching up and over for a side angle. Sink down, let that left knee open. Take some breaths. Think long side body, long body between the fingers and the heel. And then come on up. Let's take that left arm up. Side warrior, but then straighten the left leg, and we'll go right down into triangle pose. Turning that left knee open and breathing. Let's add a shoulder stretch. So take the back of the right hand across the lower back, letting that right shoulder open. Great. Come up nice and slow. Release that right arm. We'll turn the left one in, and opening the right foot, bring the hands back to the hips so we can get some ankle work and knee and hip work here. So as you come to the outer edge of the right foot, bend the knee and do this big circle around the inner edge and around the heel. Again, 2 more times. Last one. Then let's go the other direction. So it turns in and around. And 2 more. Lots of crackling going on over here as everything's warming and loosening up. Good. Then we'll come right into our warrior 2 legs. And side angle. So the right elbow down, left arm up and over. Make that left side long, pressing the right knee open. Pushing through the right heel too. We kind of tend to want to push through the ball of the foot, but let's push through the heel. Good. Come all the way up. The right arm will go up for side warrior. Just a little side stretch here. And then let's straighten the right leg for triangle. Trikonasana. The right hand will come down a little bit. And once we find our place here, turning open the right knee, we'll take this left hand across the lower back, opening up the shoulder, turning open that left shoulder towards the sky. Good. Come on up. Releasing that arm. And let's turn both feet out just a little bit. So in close enough that we can do a little squat here, a high squat, right? More like a temple pose squat. But wait to the outer edges of the feet. Okay, we're gonna add eagle arms to this, to our squat with a little bit of a twist. So we'll start with the right arm on top. So left arm under, right arm on top. Hook the elbows together, and you can either be here, you can bring the hands back to back, or wind them up. That's up to you, whatever feels good. But lift your elbows up, drop your shoulders, and sit back into a little squat. Okay, tuck your chin, and then twist to your left. So that left arm is going to pull the right one in a little bit. Then you can even look over the left shoulder. Notice your foundation and your legs. Then come back to center. We'll straighten the legs, bring the arms out and up. Let's do that on the other side. So the left arm goes on top, right arm underneath, same options. We'll lift the elbows up, drop the shoulders, and then the hips as you sit back into your squat, and then twisting to the right and looking over the right shoulder. Dropping your tail feathers a little bit. Breathing. And come back. We'll release the arms. Now, turning the toes in and heels out. We'll bring the hands behind the back as we lace them, using your legs to bow forward, letting the knuckles reach towards the sky. Let your head relax. And the hands to the lower back. Let the hands come down the legs. Now we'll grab the block under the head. Toes forward, block under the head. All right, we'll start with the right arm. So left hand on the floor, or on the block rather. Put it on the block. Spread your toes. And let's reach the right arm up. Push down and reach up at the same time. And come on down. Okay, other side. Push down with the right arm, up with the left arm. And come on down. Okay. Good. Keep your block handy, but come on up. And let's wiggle the feet in together. All right. So as we turn towards whichever side, front of the mat, take that right foot, top of the foot again, bring it back and rock it out. Okay, then the other side, just a little one. Should feel a little bit better the second time around now that everything's a little warmed up. And then let's take that block. So take your block out here, front of your mat. All right, this is all about your calves. So let's take the right foot. We'll take the ball of the foot to the block and the heel to the floor, so we have this lovely angle. Okay, and let's step the left foot forward. Step the left foot forward just enough, right? You only be able to go so far, but then drop your tail feathers and lift the heart up. So that your pelvis is coming forward, your pubic bone's coming forward, rather than compensating and pressing back. So pubic bone forward, heart up and open. You could also roll a blanket and do this with it if that's easier. Okay, step that left foot back. We'll bring the right foot off the block. And let's do the left one. So left ball of the foot on the block, heel on the floor. Stepping the right foot up enough. Tailbone drops, tail feathers dropping down, heart up. Taking that big stretch in the calves. Okay, nice work. Let's send that off to the side. And we'll come back to the front of the mat. Feet open, the width of the mat. Heels down, take your squat again. So exhale, come down to whatever your squat looked like, as long as your heels were down. Wade into the outer edges of the feet. So feel the outer and add some movement maybe. Right? What do you need for movement here? And then a forward fold. So let the hips come up, head down. Okay, downward dog. Walk on back. All right, so we're going towards a pigeon pose now. So be mindful of your knees. Let's do the right side first. So the right knee will come forward to the outside of the right wrist. And settling in with that right hip off the floor. So the right hip stays up off the floor, coming down as far as you'd like. You don't have to come down, but that's up to you. Nice big breaths. Okay, let's come back to the hands. We'll lift up and come right back to downward dog. So tuck your left toes, lift the hips up. We'll step that right foot back, and we'll go right to the other side. So take that left knee to the left wrist. Coming down, walking the right leg back. We'll bring the elbows down if you want. Keeping that left hip up off the floor. Again, it depends on the elbows. Coming down to the elbows depends on if that's as far as you want to come down or not. You can come down all the way, bringing your forehead down, or you can stay up on your hands or even on a block if that's too much. Honor your body. Lots of options. Even if pigeon doesn't work for you today, you're welcome to do another variation of the pose. There are lots of pigeon variations. Okay, let's come back to downward dog. So lift up, take it back. Now from here, we're gonna get the front of the thighs. So come forward into plank. Drop your knees if you want. Take a breath or two. Then drop the knees down gently. We'll bring the elbows in and slowly come down. From here, take your left forearm under your forehead and reach back for your right foot. You can use a strap to grab it. You can roll over to your left side. Let's release that side and go right to the other one. Bringing the left one in. Alrighty, let that side go. Come on up for child's pose, but first, take a little cobra. Set yourself up for that little cobra. Take a nice high cobra, and let's shift it back to a wide knee. Child's pose. All right, come on up. Let's have a seat. And I would like to sit on a blanket, so sit on your blanket if you need to. I don't have mine here, so I'll just sit on the floor. But feel free to sit up on a blanket if you need to. And just do a little side bending. So let's bring the right leg out and the left foot in on the sit bones. So again, if you need to lift your sit bones up, lift them up. We'll take the left hand to the hip and the right hand just sliding down that active right leg so the toes are pulling up and back. And you can see how my left shoulder's kind of turned in a little bit, but what I want you to work on is pulling that left shoulder open. Opening the left shoulder so we can really feel this nice stretch, either on the inside of maybe the hamstrings on the right leg or the inner thigh, or even right here in this left side body, right? Maybe here, these big side muscles. It's up to you. You can move around and shift around a little depending on what you feel and what you want to experience in this pose today. And then just breathe. Wherever you feel you want to be in your stretch, just breathe. Okay, come on up. Let's switch. You see me in all these videos playing with this right earpiece. It's because I think my right ear is a lot smaller than my left one. And it keeps falling out. I've actually lost it a couple of times. It's like embarrassing as my parts are falling out onto the floor. So if you see me messing with this right side, you probably hear it out there too. Okay, so the other side, we got the left leg out, the right leg in. We're gonna bring that right hand to the hip, and same thing, same rules here. So let's bring the left hand down the leg, and it doesn't hold on. Like, we want to kind of shy away from grabbing and yanking anything. Our tissues don't work that way. So if we just are here with this left hand down the leg, toes are up and back, and then we want to open this right shoulder. So as we peel open the right shoulder, there's that nice stretch that we're looking for. And again, you can explore the stretch, explore the movement of the pose here. What do you want? Do you want movement here? You can add movement in your arm, or you could just stay and hold and breathe. Let your breath do the work. Let your breath do the stretching on this right side. Good. Okay, come up. Oh, I love those side bends. Okay, let's scoot the legs down the mat. And let's come onto our back side. We'll start by just softening and rocking the knees. Okay, so adjusting, orienting here to the floor. Let's add a twist and a butt stretch. So if you take your left ankle to your right knee, figure 4 stretch. Pull them in towards your chest, and then twist to the right so that that left foot comes onto the floor on the right side. I like to hold my foot with my hand over there Wiggle the shoulders around so that that left shoulder blade stays down as close as possible to the floor. And let's come back. As you come back, we'll straighten the left leg to the sky, holding on behind the leg a little bit. And let's find a nice stretch here. We can straighten the right leg if you want. Point and flex. Whatever feels good. You can grab that big toe or use a strap if you'd like. You can open it off to the side, keep it into the center. Just explore that for a moment. Explore what your body needs, and at some point bend the knee and grab the big toe so that you come into this kind of half happy baby. And you can move it, you can straighten it and pull it back. You can straighten it off to the side and pull it back. So just take a few moments here to explore some movement that you need in your hip right now. What does that look like for you? Good. Okay, let's take that left foot to the floor. Bring the right ankle to the left knee. And let's take them into the chest. And we'll twist to the left. So the right foot will come down. Shoulder blades around. So we have a nice stretch in the backside here. Nice butt stretch. Good. Come on back. And we'll straighten the right leg up. Hold on to it. Maybe straighten the left leg down. And start here. Just checking in with the leg. Again, you can hold it anywhere. You can even grab that big toe. You can just use a strap. Doesn't matter. However you need to do it, you can bring it off to the right a little bit if you want. And keep it up into the center. What does it need? In the straight leg arena, what does it need? Okay, and then we'll bend the right knee and then grab your big toe if you haven't already for that half happy baby. And explore that too. You can just stay here and hold or straighten and bend. You can straighten it off to the side. That's a little tighter on the side for me. We'll bring it back. You know, explore what you need on this side. What feels good. Good job. Bring those feet to the floor. Where's that block? There it is. Okay. Let's lift up onto the block. And feet up if you'd like. This is always a nice way to end your practice for your relaxation. Let's put a little smile on your face. Close your eyes. Nice job today. Bring your feet slowly to the floor. Lots of good stretching. Let's lift up, slide that block out, and let the hips come back down. Let's do one more. So If we bring the soles of the feet together and the knees open, then the arms come out into cactus arms. So bound angle with cactus arms. Deepening your breath. Starting to relax a little bit, and in just a few moments and just a few breaths, we'll move into our relaxation. And today's relaxation is going to be completely silent, nothing but your breath and the inner workings of your mind. And so today, remember your awareness and your focus. Remember to use your breath as a tool to bring you back to center, bring you back to awareness. Let's bring our knees together, and hands will come down to the sides as the legs straighten out down the mat. And get yourself cozy here. Put a blanket on your belly or some socks on, maybe a long sleeve on, and we'll turn the palms up. And so wiggle around, get yourself cozy. Close your eyes. Deepen your breath. Remember that this practice is about moving into stillness. It's about awareness and focus, acceptance. It's about bringing flexibility into your life and balance. And so today, as you rest back, awareness. You were made of pure consciousness. What does that feel like? some nice big breaths again. And bring your awareness back. Right here in this room, on this mat, in this space. Let your toes wiggle around and your fingers, wrists, and ankles. Let's wake up nice and slow. Bend your knees and maybe rock them side to side, or even bring them up into your chest for a hug. Whatever feels good. However you like to wake up from the practice, and we'll stretch out. And at some point, roll over to your side, your favorite side. Where you can be here and contemplate your practice today through movement. Your movement physically, mentally, and emotionally, right? It's all connected. It's all part of the practice. Take another breath or two and take something with you. What do you want to take from your practice today? And then come up nice and slow. Sitting tall and keeping that nice, gentle feeling of stillness with you. Let's take that stillness with us today until we meet on the mat again. Thank you, as always, for joining me. Thank you for your presence and your beingness. Namaste.